G'day and welcome to my LiveTime video. I'm David Beck and I'm a member of the Invercargill RC Races here in New Zealand. The reason for this video is to share with you a format for a race meeting that we recently used that we found very successful, a lot of fun, and we just thought we'd put it out there so it gives you some ideas. The reason for the format was to enhance the ability of our racers to race grid start races. So that's heads up racing. So what this does is give you maximum opportunity to enjoy that part of the racing. So what I'll do is step through the way we set up this meeting on our software for you, and we'll go from there. The YMCA Indoor Raceway is the track, our track, so we obviously will select that one. So classes. The classes that we were going to use on our championship day were indoor buggy, mini and touring car stock. So the first thing I did was I created a new class for those three: indoor buggy 2-up, mini 2-up and touring car stock 2-up, and I recolored those red. So the event, we created the event 2019 Double Chance Champs, and I'll step you through when the event was created. We gave it that particular name, the track, the times, and the type of event was best qualifier per class. Now the format on the day was to have four qualifying rounds to complete, and the result was to be the best two qualifying rounds count, which that is the way of the final seeding. We ticked combined results. Tiebreaker, best individual result. Now on the left hand side you'll have available classes. We dragged and dropped the three classes that we're going to be racing: mini, and then immediately followed by the red mini 2-up, touring stock, and so forth, the red 2-up, indoor buggy and indoor buggy 2-up. Now when we go across to the particulars of the classes, we went straight to qualifying and selected heads up racing, 4 start drivers and a staggered start after a driver completes a lap, 10 drivers of course, and I reduced the race time to 3 minutes. If I were to run this format again, I would choose to make that race time 4 minutes. Duplicate the settings for 2-up so it mirrors the original class, and in this particular meeting all our races were the same. Now for driver registration, you select the driver, and if they want to race a touring car stock, we enter them in both 21.5 and 21.5 2-up, and ensure that their transponder details are the same for both classes. If you want to race, say, 2 classes, then you enter both mini and mini 2-up, touring stock and touring stock 2-up. Just ensure that your transponder details are correct for both classes. At this particular meeting we just had free practice. We went straight to creating the qualifying rounds. Q1 was created, and we selected random order. key selected, assign any transponders, and generate. So what that created was a Q1, and the race order was Mini, Mini 2 up, Touring Stock 2 up. And you'll notice that all drivers are coloured to have back-to-back races. On our race day we had 10 Touring Stock entries. I wanted to run those as 2 heats of 5, so after all drivers were registered, in the Touring Stock round setup I altered the number of drivers to 5 so that when the rounds were generated there would be 5 in each of heat 1 and 2. So before running Q1 I went and created a second round, a third round and a fourth round, which then become available to print so that the drivers can see their new starting positions for each race. I did a shuffle of drivers between heats 1 and 2 so that the Touring Stock drivers could mix it up a bit and race different people each round. Last setup that I did was the timetable. I ran countdown between races, I ticked everything, and I ran a 40 seconds for after the race is finished, and 240 seconds is the countdown between races. That's 4 minutes. I'll explain how this affects the event later. So when it came to racing, we clicked it over. Q1, Mini was first up, race length 3 minutes, drivers had a random order to start in, and the race proceeded as per LiveTime setup. Now when that race is completed, the next race will appear and they are the same drivers. On the PA system I invited the drivers to go around and grid up again, and I started the drivers in the reverse order that they finished the first race. So in their second chance championship they were in reverse order. So after inviting the drivers to grid up again, I went down to the toolbar where the timing section is and I fast forwarded the time through to 20 seconds before the start. So at the completion of the Mini second chance, the touring cars came up and they had a 3-minute race, followed immediately by their second chance championship race. So when we had finished Q1, 2, 3 and 4, effectively the racing was finished for the day. I go back to events, timing results, and under the qualifying results we generate for 2 of 4 qualifyings for all classes, and we view the combined results. So 21.5 Touring Stock, is then complemented with Touring Stock 21.5 2 up, which gives you a second championship result. Thanks so much for letting us share our format with you guys, and feel free to have your own double chance championship at your own club if you're running LiveTime software. Thanks so much.